Hey gang, it's me, your Uncle Todd here, and we're looking at the latest episode of Resident Alien. It just got back from its mid-season hiatus, and after a brief catch-up about all the weird stuff they went through, it takes up right where the episode left off with Asta having shot the man who was going to kill Harry. Harry has been shot, but he survived. The other guy, not so much. But as he was a hitman for some kind of mob, not too worried about him. Also, Darcy saw this, so to cover it up with her, instead of explaining how Harry is an alien, they tied him with investigating the murder of the previous town doctor. They're secretly investigating it, and it led to New York and this organization, and they have to make plans to get rid of the body. So they move the body to an out-of-the-way motel where he happened to be staying because they found room key amongst possessions, and they put him in the hot tub to make it look like that's where he was killed. And they get rid of Asta's rifle. I believe they melt it down. Harry also plants the medical records that tie him to the doctor's murder on that guy's car, so that it will look like he's the one who killed the doctor. Technically, he did order it for the human Harry to do, which that had happened last season in a flashback. And unfortunately, Asta is having a really hard time dealing with the fact that she killed a man. Feeling very, very guilty about it. Meanwhile, the body is found, and Sheriff Mike and Deputy Liv, they start investigating and postulating that since his name was on the list they found in the doctor's office that was hidden behind a picture, that this ties into the doctor's murder. Now, Harry planned to be the one to do the autopsy so that he could complete the cover-up to protect Asta. Fortunately, Mayor Mike, it's Deputy Mike, it's Sheriff Mike, Mayor Ben, keep his name straight, because he's been going under pressure because of the previous murders in the town and the neighboring town of Jessup, has been making light of that in their advertisements of tourism, so that he calls in an anonymous tip that because the hot tub is on the line between Paradise and Jessup, it's a Jessup murder case. So the Jessup police show up, and there's a bit of a tug of war with Jessup winning, taking the body and the car and all the evidence, which really is difficult for Harry to deal with. Meanwhile, David, who you remember was the soldier that was investigating alien sightings and such, and had found a sphere from Harry's ship and was going to give it to General Wright in exchange for his freedom and not getting killed, had been shot and fell in the river. Well, he survived. In fact, he doesn't even have a bullet wound anymore, probably due to the sphere. He runs into General Wright, who is on the run now too, because they're being chased unknowingly by another set of aliens that want to take over the world. Harry had learned this from the baby alien, which had been including a message from the parent of the alien for Harry. Yeah, it's getting complicated. So they make their way to a safe house of sorts. Now, Harry plays a little deviousness here, and he goes and finds the shell casing for the rifle of Asta's rifle. And he also finds the shell casing of the pistol the man had shot him with. And because he almost died, if the shot had been a little lower and hit the humanoid heart he had replicated for himself, he'd have died before he could change back to an alien and survived. And he goes through a little bit of a post-traumatic stress panic attack. And but he gets over it, and he plants the shell casing in the woods on the Paradise side. So then he calls in the police, the mayor, the Jessup police, and gives them his theory of where the gunman must have stood based on his postulating how the man stood and the trajectory and all that. My keeps falling down. And lo and behold, they find the shell casing. So now Harry can now do the autopsy. So he and Asta, they ready to do the autopsy. He's giving off all the things he's wanting to fabricate for it, and she can't sit in there with it. She cannot stay next to that body. She is crying and is just miserable, full of remorse. And Harry, using his alien powers, makes her forget she killed the man. And this, unfortunately, has the side effect of her also forgetting to meet her daughter for her daughter's birthday. And that's where the episode ends. Pretty fun episode, as always. Alan Tudyk as Harry is hilarious. His stilted line delivery and just oddly placed laughs and everything just are so darn hilarious. He really makes that show. He's the main reason to watch it, really, just for his acting. The actress who plays Asta, she got to do a lot of really heavy lifting emotionally for this episode. And there's also a minor subplot where Darcy might actually finally start having a serious relationship with someone, because she tends to run away before things get too serious, because she has kind of a self-loathing problem. But also, Sheriff Mike and Deputy Liv are getting to become a better team. They're really solidifying, and a very comical but really good detective duo. Looking forward to the next episode. Hope you are too. Please hit like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.